Ladies and gentlemen, so when I actually went and started my online coaching business, I did pretty much the same thing that everyone else did, right? I charged the $200 to $500 a month. Hey, join my program, accountability, check-ins, diet plan, workout plan. I did that entire thing, okay? But what I realized is the biggest thing, and no one really talks about this. This is kind of a topic that is really unsexy, to be completely honest with you. It's not very sexy, right? If you're one of those people right now, if you're watching this video, if you're one of those people who are like, oh, I want to watch a video about sales, something, something flashy, something crazy, high dopamine, go watch that. Click off this video. This video is not for you. This is for people who want the solution to probably, most likely, the problem you're facing within your business, which is you're not making enough money, period. You're not getting enough sales and you're not retaining those people long enough to actually get a high lifetime value. Because like I said, when I was running my online coaching business, what pretty much happened is I was getting clients for like $200 to $500 a month. But on average, month two rolls around, their credit card declines. And then I have to text them, hey, are you gonna join this month again? Or are you gonna, payment? And then they would ghost me. Okay, and this would happen time and time again, over and over. Okay, and almost what it was like focusing on marketing. Oh, I gotta push marketing. I gotta get organic content, ads, YouTube videos. I gotta do it all. TikToks. Get all this content, get all this traffic, get all these sales calls. Okay, but then lose them all. Okay, so imagine having a bucket with a spout running water into it, but there's holes in the bucket. What is the point? I don't understand the logic. What is the point of even continuing with marketing or sales when you are not retaining these clients? Period. You need to patch the bucket up before you put water back in the top. And this is what I learned the hard way. I learned this the hard way. Okay, I tried so many other things before I actually got into it and understood this process. So what I'm going to tell you today is how to get high ticket clients as an online fitness coach who stay long term and are happy. Okay, so then number one, you can get more money from these clients. You can stretch your lifetime value of these clients and they can be happy. It's a win-win. Okay, so pretty much the purpose of this training is to show you how I've skilled myself and my clients with obviously high paying clients who stay long-term happily. Okay, so pretty much what's happening in the market right now is 80% of fitness coaches struggle heavily with churn. I'd say on average, the average churn rate is around 20%. Okay, there's no really specific statistic for online coaches or health coaches online, but it's very high. Okay, if you're charging $200 to $500 a month, something like that, it's very high. Okay, even if you're charging $1,000 up front with some sort of continuity, also very high. Okay, so what happens is these coaches acquire a few clients, get a bit of revenue, and before they know it, they're gone. Okay, so usually month two, month three rolls around, they're gone. Okay, so retaining a low number of clients month over month and needing to rely solely on new clients each month possesses a massive risk. Okay, what if one month you just can't get any clients? Okay, how are you going to pay for your ads? How are your ads going to run? How are you going to pay your employees? How are you going to pay software? Okay, how are you going to pay your editor to make your cool little Instagram reels? Okay, how's that going to happen? Okay, so high churn means the LTV of a new client is extremely low. Okay, so LTV is lifetime value. So like, let's say a client comes in, they spend $500 a month on average. Let's say with a 20% churn, that client is only going to pay you $2,000 over their lifetime value. Okay, so high churn means the LTV is very low, and the cost to acquire new clients every month isn't cheap, leaving you with literally no profit, massive workload every single month, onboarding a massive volume of clients, even if you can get large volume. Okay, so what this does, if you're listening to this with me, is we're talking about churn. Okay, but a lot of people don't even have the marketing systems in place in the first place. Okay, and they don't even understand this problem. This problem hasn't even arisen within their business or within their coaching business. Okay, or within their service or whatever they're running. So they don't even have this in the back of their mind. But once you're starting marketing, you have to realize that every input you put into marketing, if you're not thinking of the correlative response on the other end of that input of keeping that client and getting the most lifetime value, then every hour you spend putting input in to closing clients, doing sales calls, writing content, all of those inputs literally lead to zero. Clients aren't happy. You get less money. They don't get any results. They don't actually lose any weight or whatever you're offering. It's a waste of time. So you have to have this in the back of your mind. Okay? So this business model, all in all, is pretty much impossible to sustain. Okay? So sadly, this is one of the biggest plagues in the fitness industry. Fitness industry, it's crazy, affecting well over 80% of the market. And the worst part, most people just have honestly zero clue. They're just lost. Oh my God. Okay? So how do we cure this? Okay, so before I show you how to cure this plague in your business, even if you're watching this and you've come across this, cool, this can apply to you. Even if you're watching this and maybe you're starting to get some clients or you haven't gotten any clients, this is a very critical video that you need to pay attention and you need to understand. Okay? So you need to understand actually why people churn. Okay? So new clients coming into a fitness program usually churn most of the time because of 4 reasons. Okay? Number 1, you're not taken seriously and you're not viewed as an expert. So this is called the authority frame. This is a level of, you can call it status. Okay? You want to be viewed as the best person in that customer's eyes, as being able to solve that problem, being able to lead that mission. Same thing applied when people were, let's say, going on expeditions across the country to fight, the Mongolians, and you're Alexander the Great. Okay, you're putting your trust in that person to lead you because there's a level of risk with that. Okay, same with business. There's a level of risk with what you're doing. You want to be viewed as an expert so that your client can trust you. Number 1. Number 2, they aren't invested enough. Okay, so there's emotional investment. Okay, and there's logical investment. Logical investment's super easy to get in this game. Okay, you're going to follow this. You're not going to eat chips. You're not going to eat burgers. You're going to follow this meal plan and you're going to follow this workout plan. Logically easy to justify. Okay, but emotionally, getting someone emotionally invested into that process is very difficult. Okay, because if someone's emotional investment is really high, okay, and their logical investment is low, emotional investment will trump it every time. But if their logical investment is high, but their emotional investment is low, you're screwed. That client is going to leave instantly. They're probably not even going to pay you. Okay. Number 3, you're viewed as a replaceable commodity. Okay. So this is more talking logically, but you're not providing enough value. Therefore, you are a commodity. You're doing the same thing everybody else is doing, wrapped in a different present. Okay. They unwrap the present. Oh shit. This is the same thing I've done 10 other times before. I'm going to churn. Bye-bye. Okay. Number 4, they're doubting their chance of success within your program. So these all relate to viewing as an expert, investment. It's emotional investment that we're trying to get in this client. Okay. So to solve churn is to solve these reasonable concerns people have. Luckily, after working with tons of coaches and whatnot, and being a coach myself, I think that's even more valuable than actually working with coaches, because I've actually been there myself. I understand what it's like. I've found what works and what doesn't, and I've created a simple system that can cut your churn rate pretty much in half. Okay, I actually got this. Alex Hormozi. So side note, Alex Hormozi, he has this book, Gym Launch Secrets. Recommend everyone to read it. But he talks a lot about churn because he set up a system that he was able to get. I'm going to talk about this later in the presentation, but he was able to get a 1% churn on a $3.2 thousand a month retainer. Imagine that. You're charging $200, you're charging $500 a month. Even if you're charging $1,000 a month, cool. Okay, try charging 3.2K a month and having 1% churn. 1%. Okay, he was making, he had 1,000 gyms paying him 3.2K a month. Just conceptualize that for a second. Cool, let's move on. Awesome. Okay, so number 1, you're not taken seriously, you're not viewed as an expert. So we have to remember that these concerns people have about your program are very reasonable. Everyone has these. This is not something new. This is business. It's how things work. People are not just going to, oh, you're an expert after viewing some content. Okay. If you're not being viewed as an expert in your niche, this is a real concern that needs to be addressed. To allow you to see through the eyes of your clients, imagine this. You require a complex brain surgery, okay? And you have 2 options. 2 options. You need a surgery, you're going to die. You allow the hospital secretary to operate on you, or you allow a neurosurgeon specialized in your specific problem to operate on you. Very simple. Who's more specialized? No one's going to choose the secretary because they're general. Okay, so the difference between the secretary and the neurosurgeon is the neurosurgeon recognizes an extremely specific problem that he can resonate with his prospect's pains, and has a proven specific process to help his clients that he's done and ran. He's ran 1,000 times once. Okay? There's a Bruce Lee quote. I can pull it up. Bruce Lee quote about 1,000 kicks. I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Same thing. Okay? So this surgeon has done this operation 1,000 times. Status, trust, authority, boom, right there. Okay? So your clients don't want someone who fixes anyone's problems. Okay, so like helps a teen gain muscle, or helps parents lose weight, or helps seniors relieve back pain, or helps people with chiropractic issues. Oh, I help everyone with everything. They want an expert in their problem. Okay, otherwise you're dealing with a new process for each client. I can get into that. I've done other videos on this, but when you do a different process for every client, you have to make different systems. It's totally complex. You want simplicity. Okay, so basically, like the surgeon telling you he's trying out a new brain surgery method he's never tried before. Imagine how stressed and untrusting you'd be towards a doctor. Okay? Imagine a resident doctor who's never done a surgery before is like, hey, we're going to do your surgery for you. You're going to be fucking terrified. You're going to be getting the anesthesia, and you're going to be like, I'm shitting myself. Okay? And then on the other hand, if it's someone that's done something 1,000 times without failure, you'd be more trusting, less stressed, and less likely to go shopping. Well, I'm going to look at other solutions and try to find a better solution. Okay? This seems obvious when it's a matter like this, but your clients feel the same exact way. If they feel unheard, they won't trust you or your process and will therefore go shopping for a better solution and ultimately churn. People always say, oh, I get on sales calls with people and biggest thing, oh, they want to think about it. Oh, everyone just wants to think about it on the sales calls. Oh, they don't want to make a decision on the call. Yeah, makes sense. It's because most likely you're not viewed as an authority frame. You don't have an authority frame. You don't have status. Okay? I wouldn't trust you either. Would you trust you? Ask yourself this question right now if you're watching this. If you were on a sales call with you and you made the pitch for however many dollars, would you trust you in this case? Would you trust you? I asked myself this a couple of years ago and I was like, hell no. So I had to make a change. Okay? So when you solve one specific problem for a specific archetype, you're automatically viewed as an expert within that market. Okay, so instead of helping everyone, oh, I'm going to help whatever, fitness related, health related, diet related, workout related, whatever. In theory, you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to get more money. Doesn't actually work like that long term. Okay, so you want to be specialized. You want to help a specific person reach a specific outcome in a specific time with a specific end date, etc. Okay, so Alex Hormozi even talks about this in his book, $100 Million Offers. When you're starting out, everyone thinks, go broad, help everyone. You're just totally destroying your status, because when you're starting out, what do you not have any? You don't have case studies. You don't have proof of concept. Okay, you have no testimonials. You probably don't even have that much of a following or audience on any social media platforms. So your status is already low, and now you're lowering it even more by just saying, I help everyone. How does that work? Okay. So Alex Hormozi talks about this. You have to help a specific person. So I help people lose weight, a little bit of money. I help dads lose weight, a little bit more money. I help dads over 40 lose weight. Okay. Now you're getting even more specialized. Same thing with the doctor happens. That specialized doctor is just going to crush. Okay. So by doing this, you are no longer viewed as as the cheapest option, but the best and highest quality solution, which solves our next problem, which is investment, which I'm going to jump into right now. Okay. So number 2 is these people aren't invested enough. Okay. By solving a specific problem for a specific archetype, you now have a process that you can validate. So this is very important. Okay. Like I said, 1,000 kicks, one kick 1,000 times. You're going to refine the shit out of that. That system's going to be really locked in. Okay. This means rather than creating a new untested plan for each client, you create one specific process designated purposely for the one archetype and their specific pains. Now that you only help the specific archetype, you can run every new client through this without needing to make a new process for each client. And now you are able to collect data to validate this one process even more over time. Flywheel, and this flywheel is going up, exponential. More clients you help just gets better over time. One process. Okay. Your new validated process designated to solve their specific problem is worth infinitely more than any $15 a month weight loss course, a general coach, and therefore should be priced as what it is, the best quality solution. No 50, I'm going to even say 500 a month BS. Waste of time. Okay? You are now able to sell four-figure high ticket packages. And the best part, your clients will be happy to pay high ticket as they are getting a high quality solution with a high likelihood of achievement. Okay, so value equation, going back to Alex Hormozi here, he's like the god, Alex Hormozi. Everyone loves Alex Hormozi. But it's true. You are providing more value. Okay, these people are invested. Okay, you have one process that really is so refined around that one person. Now, that specific person books a call with you. It's so specific. I help you in your specific case. And I've done it 1,000 times before. Boom, sold, give me your money. Easy, okay? So due to being specialized on a specific problem with a validated system to solve said problem, the perceived likelihood of achievement and the value of a program increases massively, okay? So you can easily get on these calls with people. This is why you see on my YouTube, if you watched some of my other videos, I talk a lot about selling $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 fitness packages. A lot of people can't really wrap their minds around that because they're so accustomed to providing a low value solution. Okay, they're so accustomed to helping everyone. They're so accustomed to that. Oh, I'm just going to charge this much money, and I just want to make 10K a month. You know, these paradigms. Okay, and they're so attached to these. And when I come in and say, oh yeah, you can. I have sold $10,000 packages before, easily. How am I able to do that? This is what I'm telling you about, okay? So on top of this, due to being an expert within a high-ticket validated system, they'll realize this isn't another $5 a month course, another Beachbody on demand, whatever, and they will take it more seriously. So it does have a level of emotional investment when they see that you are specialized, okay? Cool. And then now getting to number three, number three is you're being viewed as a replaceable commodity, okay? So being viewed as a replaceable commodity forces, okay, when you're viewed as a commodity, your clients almost always tend to go shopping for better solutions. Okay. This is the biggest thing I see all the time. Oh, they want to think about it, or you're getting objections on the call. And what people try to do is they get an objection on the call and then they go on the internet. They do exactly this. How to respond. Oh my God, I can't even type. I want to think about it. Oh my God. Sure, but do you mind if I ask what's holding you back? Right? They try to do this. They try to go and watch YouTube videos. They watch this Alex Hormozi TikTok right here about how to respond to, I want to think about it. Oh my God, that's loud. They watch shit like this. Oh, I want to think about it. They understand how to objection handle, but it's like, why are you solving a solution to something that is actually, or a problem? Why are you trying to solve a problem by just focusing on the branch of the tree instead of the actual root cause of that problem? Okay. So as explained, however, becoming an expert in your specific niche eliminates this problem. Okay. So for example, if you needed complex brain surgery, would you rather pay a random nurse $200 or a brain surgeon for your specific problem $20,000? It's kind of a no-brainer. The pain is so high. They want to get this problem fixed. It is such a logical sale. It is so, I want to say it's not easy to sell. I don't want to put that into your mind. I don't want to say it's easy to sell because this is not easy. This is not easy at all. Business is hard. Business is competition. It's difficult, 100%. You're not just going to go and sell $20,000 fitness packages like that. 100%. I'm not telling you. I'm not going to be a coach that just says, oh, yeah, you can just go and just run an ad and then get people paying you $10,000. I'm not saying that. I never say that on my YouTube. What I am saying is it is a lot easier of a process compared to the latter. Okay? So the brain surgeon is so irreplaceable that the pricing becomes mundane to even talk about. Oh, $10,000 for a fitness program and you do X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're specialized and the value is there and perceived likelihood of achievement is high and the time delay, effort and sacrifice. Okay, boom, sold. Pricing just is, this is the thing. People are so wrapped up around pricing. They're so attached to prices. as in their mind, if they're selling something, oh, people are going to, I hear this all the time. Oh, people aren't going to spend $5,000 with you on a fitness program. People aren't going to spend $7,000 on a fitness program. Because you won't spend that money on a fitness program doesn't mean other people won't if you're kind of following this criteria with me. Okay? Cool. So let's move on. So this brain surgeon is so irreplaceable that pricing becomes Monday. 100%. So the same thing in fitness. If you can solve a specific problem exactly like this, you become irreplaceable. Okay? And when you're starting out, like I said, you have no status. You need to start out maximizing your status, maximizing your authority frame so that you can come into the market and not be viewed as just another person selling a generalized service. Okay? So you're no longer viewed as the cheapest option. You are the best solution. Okay? So, which also solves any doubt in their mind about the percentage of success within your program 100%. Okay? So here's how to actually become a leveraged coach and utilize these few secrets I'm going to share with you here, a few unique insights about how you can actually apply this to your business. Okay? So by implementing this process into your fitness business, you'll see a drastic change, drastically change. You'll, it's kind of a night and day thing, especially on sales calls. You're going to be very observant of how people are more receptive to you, how people react to certain statements you make, how people respond in the DMs. They're going to be a lot more receptive. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, I don't want to get on a call with you. Leave me alone. F off. You're not going to get that. Have you ever told who do you think gets more complaints going back to this doctor's kind of analogy, doctor's example? Who gets more complaints, nurses or doctors? There's thousands of scandals of people, of nurses getting yelled at all day. Why? Because their status is low. Do you think they're yelling at the surgeon? Hell no. Okay, cool. Let's stay focused here. God, okay. So you no longer have to try to figure it out, your prospects' pains and problems. Okay, figure out your prospects' pains and problems. Instead, you offer a proven solution to the pains they already know they have, and they will come directly to you. You could now own a leveraged business where you aren't trapped working 60 hours a week just to get by, just to make $10,000. Oh, I make $10,000 a month though. You're telling me to change? I make $10,000. Shut down your $10,000 a month business, okay? Because $10,000 a month is stopping you from reaching $100,000 a month. I had to learn that the hard way myself. Okay, I was stuck at $7,000 a month. I had to shut down, and I think 1 month I hit like my lowest. I was around like $4,000 a month for a while, and then I rebuilt. I uncommoditized, learned this, applied it, boom, able to shoot up to $50,000 a month. How's that possible? Okay, so really, honestly, by getting leveraged. Okay, so you need leverage. So leverage is your input to output ratio. I talk about leverage a lot because I see so many people focusing on, oh, I work so hard. Oh, I work so hard. Working hard is important, but what are you working on to get you the right things? If you're working hard to sell $200 a month fitness programs and you're stuck at $10,000 a month, what are you going to work? Even 10 more hours a week? What is that going to get you? $12,000 a month? Oh my God. Okay, cool. So you're pretty much, what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to uncommoditize and sell a high ticket service. Okay, so how you do this pretty much is you solve every obstacle faster and effortlessly with a no-brainer offer with leverage fulfillment. Okay, and you're going to charge high ticket for this. Okay, when you charge high ticket, what does that do to emotional investment? Their emotional investment is now high. They now view you more as an authority frame. You are now a specialized person in that domain. They're not going to be so hesitant to give you a lot of money. Now, with this more money, you can now afford superstar talent, hiring people, hiring mentors, hiring coaches, whatever, systems, media. You can invest into media to make your fucking YouTube videos better for all I care. All that sort of stuff, okay? And then, because they have a high level of emotional investment, now they have more results. They're actually going to see more results within your program. You're solving every obstacle. You're specialized. They're going to get results. And then you now have a high retention rate and you can afford to purchase more clients through Facebook ads, through paid traffic, whatever, or investing back in organic, whatever. Okay. And this flywheel is positive. You're just ripping. Okay. So after implementing the specific protocol within fitness businesses, this is what happened. Okay. So Paul hit 64K, Shane hit 55, Jason hit 20, Great stuff. You can see some of these guys on my channel. I don't really want to talk about it like these guys too much, but same process implemented to these guys, they were able to pretty much scale. Okay, so pretty much after implementing what I've gone over in this video, I pretty much was able to decrease workload. Okay, so I was able to, number one, work less. Okay, people will say, oh, working less, that's gay. That's gay. What? Work less? What? Work less? Come on, be an alpha male. Work 12 hours a day. Okay, what's the output? How much leverage do you have in the system you're working on? Okay, I was able to increase my profit. I was able to decrease my churn, which kind of we're talking about in this video mainly. Okay, I was able to increase successful clients due to this validated process, which is so specific, which is high ticket, which is uncommoditized, which is leveraged, and people actually get results. Long term in your business, if your clients don't get any results, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you're okay, let me paint a picture for you. So what happens a lot of the times is we see a lot of course creators come up out of the blue. And let's say it looks like on paper that they're making millions of dollars a month. Okay? They sell this program. No one gets results, and then a year later, 2 years later, no one knows about them. They just have dropped off the face of the earth. This is because they had no client results. So long term, if you're actually wanting to scale this, and if you're trying to make a quick buck, if you're trying to make, I just want to make 10K a month or 50K a month, a little bit of money, and then just move to Thailand and never run a business again, sure, by all means, sell something that doesn't work. Okay? But if you're actually wanting, this is a business. This is not a side hustle. This is not another get rich quick scheme. This is a business. You're starting. Okay? If you're actually wanting to scale long term, you have to be customer focused. Jeff Bezos talks about this a lot in his book. You have got to be customer focused. Sam Walton talks about this with Walmart. Okay? If you read his, I don't know if it's an auto or biography. I think it's his biography. If you read that, he talks about the importance of being customer focused because long term, marketing kind of is out the window. Sales, yes, they're important, but it all gets trumped to customer results. Because if a lot of people have results, a lot of people like your service, it sounds super simple, but people are going to talk about it. People are going to refer friends. You're going to have more case studies that you can recycle back into marketing, back into proving, back into showing people that this is legit and you have authority and this is a one-of-one process. Okay? So, all in all, you need to follow this process. This is just kind of a no-brainer. Okay? So when you charge high ticket, I talked about this a lot before, high ticket, high price, high emotional investment, more money now, better results for clients. So yes, it does a lot start with price, but it also does start with you being very, very specialized, okay? And uncommoditized. So on top of this, being able to spend more time with family, travel the world, and not worry about making ends meet where the top changes, have mentioned, okay? So like, for example, Paul, people come in, drop 6K with him. How is that possible? Okay? Shane, 5K. Jason, 3 to 4K. Okay? We got to get this up. We got to get this to like 6K easily. He's actually had a few sales that were like high fives, like 58, I believe, 59, something like that. I don't know exactly. But around that. Okay? So if you're wanting to change, you have to make a change. Okay? I'm not here to just make this video just to show you, oh yeah, just, here's some cool information. I'm making this video because if you don't make a change with this, if you don't take any action on these learnings, I can guarantee that you're not going to see any results. This is not just me talking on a camera just to show you, oh my God, yeah, man, just here's some cool information. It's not the point of this. I want you to be able to be present. I want you to be able to spend time with your family. As corny as this may sound, I want you to travel the world. I want you to be present. I want you to go to a restaurant, look at the bill, tap your card, and not have any visceral emotion of negativity. When you go to a restaurant and you're like, $200, and you get that gut feeling, and then you leave the restaurant, and you're all kind of gloomy. You're like pissed. Yeah, I totally understand that. I've been there, 100%. Okay, but that starts with you making more money. Okay, making more money. Okay, and when you have money, that allows you to open up presence. And when you have presence, you can actually live not on a scarcity mode, not on, oh, I got to make ends meet. Okay, so when I was first starting in the coaching space, I was a pure speculator. Okay, so what I did is I did all the research. I overanalyzed. Oh my God, what should I do? Business model, acquisition system. Oh, I got to make my website good, my logo. Another BS point. You don't have to make a website. Okay, there comes a point where you simply need to just begin the client acquisition process and move forwards. Okay, so analysis paralysis. You are stopping yourself from seeing success by overanalyzing things. Okay, because at the end of the day, growth is learning multiplied by action. Most people, I would say 99% of people, I would say probably 90% of people don't have like the actual learning. Okay. Honestly, this is contrary to what most people say. Most people aren't lazy. Most people aren't lazy. Look at it. People go and work 8 hours at their 9 to 5 a day. They work hard, typing on their keyboard, Excel sheets, boom. Okay. Most people aren't that lazy. They are working on something, or they go to a job. They just don't know the right things. Okay. And if you knew the right things and applied that same level of action, you will achieve a level of growth. Okay. So take action. Do not overanalyze. So if you made it to the end of this video and this all made sense to you, you have two options. Okay. Keep doing what you're doing by yourself. Stay in the same place, running on a treadmill in the same place. Or if you're interested in starting and becoming an uncommoditized fitness coach, pretty much I've implemented what I've talked about in this video hundreds of times with real data. Even if you're watching this and wanting to start this with me and partner up, I pretty much what I'm doing right now, I have something that I'm starting called a 5-month sprint. Okay, so 5 months, what I'm doing is I kind of have a different model. Okay, so a lot of people, a lot of coaches, mentors, I have a background in being an online fitness coach, but I have a massive background in sales and marketing. Okay, marketing is like my specialty. Paid ads, all that sort of fun stuff. Okay, so what I'm doing a lot of the times, what I'm doing right here is a 5-month sprint. So 0 to 5 months. During those 5 months, average person is looking at getting to about 10 to 15K a month. What I'm trying to do is set you up so that you're able to get to 100K a month, to 50K a month. Okay, I want to give you the guidelines. I want to give you the knowledge, okay, the systems. And this is not like, just to clarify, I'm not a course provider. I will never sell a course. I will never do it. I'm not going to give you just learnings and say, hey, here's some videos. No, I found that super gay. Okay, what I'm doing is I am giving you data. I am implementing this data alongside you into your company, into a system that is leveraged, framing you as an authority figure. Boom. Able to charge a lot of money, implementing certain talent. Okay, if you suck at closing, totally get it. Totally understand. Let's get you good at closing, or let's put someone into a closing role for you. Okay, so I'm doing a 5-month sprint right now. All in all, if you're a coach, maybe I'll partner with you if you're cool enough. I don't know. If you're really cool, maybe I'll think about it. If you're super cool, 100%. Okay, so this is just a walkthrough call to pretty much see if we're a good fit. I usually don't make decisions on the first, on the call. I usually don't usually it's maybe a few calls just to kind of see what you're doing right now, see how you're doing things. Are you making money? Are you starting from zero? Are you starting from 20K a month? Where are you at right now? And where can I kind of implement this system, this uncommoditized approach, so that you can reach a level of success? Okay. So if that sounds like you, if you're a coach, you can go down, do what you want. There's a link maybe somewhere below. Check it out. And maybe we'll speak. I don't take any calls. I don't get my team members to take calls. I like to take calls myself because I need to see the people I'm working with because I run the back end. So do with that what you please. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you on the other side.